Yes, I am. I respect on this one, Wolves. Loud down the Reggae Swap Plus show. He's one of the artists from Jamaica, St. Andrew. But now based in the US. He's coming live on the Reggae Sound Splash show today. Yes, I am. What a tune, man. Wolves.
That's all. But the root of corruption, out of heart, mind, and soul. Just like a tobacco, stand your point at the gold rock stone. Wolf, too many leopards, too many vampires.
Yeah, man, too many vampires.
Actors of the lilas, workers of Lucifers.
Great is my Lord. Great is my Lord.
Yes, greetings to the Emperor in Australia first, and to Ghana, and to Africa, and to the whole world, Jamaica, Yeah. To a tribe of Israel, Baba Shanti, David House, George, Ethiopia, and after that. All the rest of walk of life, Yeah. Yes, I, King Kenny in Germany, One Blood Call, yeah. Aruba man, Roxy. All of you them Papi Newts them. Yeah man. Yes, my brother. Rastafari. Yes, I.
You're welcome to Reggae Sound Splash Show. With yours truly, the Commander in Chief, the Bob Marley son, Djmarleycure. Yes, I am.
Yes, I.
We are live across the world. We are live across the world. We are also live on modingana.com. We are also live on the Sample Radio. We are also live on www.goodiesvideo.com. So if you are listening to the show, we are live across the world. It's a worldwide 10. Yes, sir. Eric Smith.
Same.
Once again, I welcome you to the Reggae South Splash show. How's the eye doing?
Irene and hopeful, just sticking to the roots and culture and give thanks and praise to the Most High, Jarastafari, Yes, me African people and the world, Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes, I.
how many years have you been on the scene as an artist?
Pardon me, I didn't hear you.
I said, how many years have you been on the scene as an artist? As an artist?
Oh yeah, as an artist from around in 2007. But I singing from I'm a kid, I come up, Enough inspiration, tribulation, struggle.
Okay. Okay, you kickstart your career in 2007. In 2007, you came out with an album called Rocky Road.
Yeah.
Rocky Road. Yes, I've listened to most of the songs in the album. What's the pillar or motivation behind the album Rocky Road?
Well, Rocky Road now is a struggle, You go through life, you lose your mother when you're 8 years old, and you go through, you're in the town and the countryside sometime, the Islington, St. Mary, and in uptown, the Papian region, and you find a lot of political violence, politics, some on one side, and struggle, At the same time, music was the only thing for, look, forward to, because you can sing off your tragedies and your hopes, because many brethren will last along the way, and enough good people, we know older people that pass away through the struggle, but you go through these things and you watch the news and you see what's going on and over the world, and your sympathy always be for the poor and the motherless and the fatherless, So inspiration I come from the Most High, and enough influence from Bob Marley, Jacob Miller, Michael Rose, Black Uhuru, DJ like Brigadier Jerry, Uri, them people, conscious people, burning spirit, anything conscious and positive, Yes. And plus, the youth seminar they get to man and man to come up on the corner and everybody talk about them dreams and stuff. Sometimes with parents gone, I work and a man carry some flour and then a man carry some greens and oil And then I want to carry ice or lemon or lime, or we cooking every day, we change we pot and cook and we eat and enjoy ourselves, and reggae music, them time there we can't afford guitars and instruments, so our thing was like sound system like Jalov, King Sterograph, you know, even Stereophonic. Man, we listen Mado, the late General Echo, you listen them and hear them. And Brigadier Jerry with Jalov, and Ailawi and Dalirai, people from a longer time, yeah, listen to, you know, great inspiration and play tunes like back then I would have select like Straight Dan Carlos, Straight Sugar Vine, Jules Wheel, Charlie Chaplin,
Okay, okay,
and
okay.
you know,
So
yeah,
let me
man.
ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. In 2013, you came to a tour in Africa. You came to a tour in Africa in 2013.
S- Saying, well, with Africa now, from we know from a tender age, we all are Africans. Them just ship us off a different place. The boat land of us a different place, but we all are Africans. From he's a black man, he's an African. You know what I mean? He's an African. So we recognize ourselves as, yes, we're Jamaican and that's how we're there, but we's Africans, we's Rasta people.
Yeah.
And we love Africa, and Africa love us too because I mean that's us. Because even when I went to Gambia, when President Jammeh birthday, and we went over there and do some shows at the stadium, me and Alex
Now, hold on,
Marley.
hold on
It
for
was
me.
up to it.
Hold on for me. The president of Gambia invited you to Gambia for a show on his birthday.
Yeah,
If
man.
if if I'm right. Hello.
Yeah, the president sent for I
Okay.
and Alex Marley. We went over there and do some shows at the stadiums and stuff. Places like Brikama, Seragunde, Sunsplash, Bakawa and a banjo. I would say the love of the people and them love reggae music and love the vibes.
Okay.
Cause them even talk just like us from Jamaica. So it was up for,
Yes, sir.
positive.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this question. Um, how many albums do you have so far in your music career? How many albums do you have so far?
Well, it's funny you asked me that question, because right now as I'm speaking, I have like 9 album what is unreleased, but outside I released one and now I'm releasing another one. So you know we take our time because we don't have the financial strength like everyone else. And most people, lot of people come around and they produce about the producer and enough said them a manager but a damager. You know what I mean? So we have those we have those take our time and use all of our common sense and get the thing done right because we can jump on rhythms and have a bunch of album I wrote, but why have a bunch of album when they're not strong, they're not properly played, and represent your people. So we're not a rebel without a cause. We're a rebel with a cause. You know, 'Cause we denounce all dictator oppressors. Say death to all black and white oppressors. And we are all now being gathered, you see me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah, man.
just
Okay. So
people, free up for
which
people,
I'm coming. Which part of Jamaica do you come from? Which part of Jamaica do you come
Well, I
from?
originate from
Yeah.
Papine Kings, uptown Kingston, Papine.
Okay. Let me
Place
ask you this
like Oak
question
Flat.
again. Let me ask you this question. Sound system culture in Jamaica, those days when you were in Jamaica, how do you see the sound system as it influencing your music career as an artist way back when you were in Jamaica? The sound system culture.
Well, well, the sound system culture back then was you have a DJ, we call a DJ, a selector, and what him don't talk, him just play the music, and you have the live DJ chatting, like you look for a man like Brigadier Jerry. which is your original Rasta DJ Vanja Youth, you know, and you Rai and Joseph Wheel, Charlie Chaplin, Rankin Joe, all them people, them used to chat. But at the same time, we could, when them a play a selection, they would play like 10 piece of one singer. And you listen and get to know those music and know the vibes, because we, as I said before, we can't afford them guitars and them things. So we don't have no bands and all that. So we have to just listen sound system. Sometimes we practice over the words them, like they DJing, but we just develop a skill for listening to music instead of the words and DJ it and the singer sing with them a man sing over it and we get all to rhythm run off and we start practice and we teach ourselves. We self-made and the Almighty, see. So we see artists rise and we see them fall. You know what I mean? And as me can say to everyone, we denounce alcohol, we denounce drugs, whether crack or cocaine or any form of drugs. See, because we is Rasta. We
Yes,
deal with
sir.
righteousness.
Yes, sir.
See it. And our people will stop killing each other and come together, build, because you have a house, you have a plumber, you have an
Okay.
electrician,
Okay.
you have a man that build the house. So the house can't build without unity. Everybody have a hand to play in this thing.
Okay.
You as a man that promote real reggae music towards the world is a big thing that, to the world and to people, generation after generation. So
Yes,
I
sir.
just come now, just break down a certain barrier, free up our people, see.
Yes, sir. So,
Anybody can be anything they want to be. Everyone deserves to live. Everyone deserves to be free. See. Ja
Rastafari.
Rastafari.
Okay, let me ask you this
That's it.
question. Do you have a musical background? Do you have a music as a Jamaican? We all know most of the Jamaicans have a musical background. Their fathers or their cousins or their friends or family members
Well,
also.
for me, I have a brother who I do some music too,
Yeah.
but at the same time, my inspiration is the Almighty. You see
Yes,
me,
sir.
the Almighty. Me, I get mine from an influence like, as I said, Bob Marley, Jacob Miller, Peter Tosh, Black Uhuru, Michael Rose, love them vibes. So all them inspiration, the Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, what I mean, you know, let's see. Mandela, Winnie Mandela, all them people, Jomo Kenyatta, enough people, where the consciousness,
Okay.
Leonard Howard, Bedwood, all of them people there, Prophet Gad, Artimo Planner, Emmanuel, me as a King Emmanuel. So enough inspiration,
Okay.
we're full
Okay.
light.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we all know we're in the pandemic times. The world is in trouble. Every industry is being break down through because of the COVID. As an artist, have you been performing any virtual shows to your fans? Have you been performing
Well,
any
right.
virtual shows to your fans?
Well, the way we have to do it up online, mainly online and, radios and, wherever the sound system play, because now things not open up enough like that. So some places going to have a sound system, have free up, and some people lock down. You see,
Yes, sir.
you know. But the radio is the most powerful tool right now, and the social media, and all that, You see, and right now all this thing going to change after a while. I believe that God the Most High not going to let us down. Although there's too many wolf, leopard, and vampires and daughters of Delilahs out there and workers of Lucifer. Yeah, but Jah
hold, on,
will break down things.
hold on for me,
Yeah.
hold on from there. This is the Reggae Sound Splash Show. On the line, we have Eric Smith, straight from the US, a Jamaican reggae artist based in the US. Let me play one of your songs for my listeners who are listening to the show to know
Eric.
that you are live on the Reggae Sound Splash Show, live in Ghana. Show. on Woodies Radio GH every Sunday. Don't know. I see the thing go.
Police brutality, so we know brutality, and I hope
yes,
ignorant.
I respect on this one. Police brutality, louder on the Reggae Sunsplash. Me tell you, what a vibe this, what a vibe.
If your conscience is
Hey Djmarleycure, make them know that you're the baddest on the #1 station, the Goodies Radio.
from the innocent citizens out. But if your conscience isn't, then you have everything to fear. From the innocent citizens out. Police brutality, so we know brutality.
Yes, I have. Yes, sir. This is a big tune, man.
Yes, sir.
Police brutality.
Yes, I.
Which year did you record this song?
Well, this song, is a lot of innocent black youths in America, in Jamaica, many other countries all over the world, England, Canada, where a policeman feel like him have a badge, so him can just take a black man's life, and then them go to court and the judge and them criminal, like, all of them are criminal, It starts from the congressman to the senate man to the prime minister to the president to all of them guys. I be a criminal them. Them just legal criminal. See. Yeah. So when them sit aside and say murder, go on and do nothing about it, So we have to sing our music now to touch the hearts of the people. Some of them are motherless. Some of them father died. Some of them brother died. Some of them cousin and brethren and sister. Take a police killing and brutalizing, pull you over, give you a ticket for no reason at all. Some of them jealous of a man because a man have a nice girl and them want the girl. Enough little things, when I write, see, and some are the color of your skin, some of them are religion, some are different things, So I just come to break down all them things, see, get the people them roots and culture and something for you to uplift them,
Okay.
Yeah, see.
So, Eric Smith, can you please give out the social media and the South when someone to follow you on the social media platforms?
Well, you can find it on Facebook, Twitter, any form of digital platform. They can find our music worldwide, Yeah.
Okay. So,
I even not to cut you, but I even have a brand. Yeah.
Before you go off air, what's your advice for the upcoming youth who also want to enter into music as a reggae artist, reggae and dancehall artist? What is your advice for the upcoming youth then who want to enter into the music industry as a reggae dancehall artist?
Well, talk some culture, talk some consciousness, talk upliftment things to your people. Because when you're singing, you're not singing for yourself. You're singing for your country. You're singing for your race. You're singing for your people, your family in your house, your kids, younger kids, baby are born every day. Don't mislead them. You know what I mean? Because material things is the devil oneself. You see what I say? You can't worship vanity, You have to teach people them consciousness, teach them don't give them fish. Teach them how for fishing. Teach them how to be doctors and lawyers and good straight up citizen, people, love. First of all is love and unity. Teach them a culture, show them where we're coming from. 400 years of oppression, say 400,000 years, So people can know these things and know them history. If you don't know Marcus Garvey, if you don't know history, lost. And you can't make people doubt you until you say you can't make it. You can do it. Because if you have doubts, you lose 90% of the race of life. You fail before you start. So don't make no one to tell you say you can't do anything. You can be anything, not because you're poor. You are a human being. That's why when we sing songs like Alien, don't call I an alien, I'm an African.
Good to
call
go.
I an a Rasta
Good
man,
to go.
or a human, because we want say you can be anything. So for the artists them, keep it clean, keep it conscious, keep it positive.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. So
and learn to play a real instrument. You know, sing for real rhythm, not track.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you big up some people before you go off air? Can you big up some people?
Alright. Well, big up One Blood Call, big up King Kenny in Germany, big up Sue Oliver in England, and Jackal. And big up all the Pappy Knights, them, all the old flat man, them, big up Danny Cow, Red Joe, Tavan, Kentire, all of the man, them, Bobo Dread, Scabba the Baller, Roxy, Sammy, Papa Dog, big up Brocky, big up the youth, them, like Jimmy, and big up everyone, St. Mary, Steve, Kevin, Bardro, all of the Cold Spring and the Cox, them, big up my Aunt and Lily, and big up Pokey them and the whole 100, you know, Rastafari, last year, whole Jamaica, all Spanglers, all Junglers, all Remites, all Tivaliites, all Riverton, Calalobed, Toile, everywhere, Guard Nights, everywhere in Jamaica, Fort Corners and the world. Eric Smith says so, with love, saying,
yes,
Ja
Rastafari. Yes, sir.
Last year.
So thank you very much for passing through the Reggae Sunsplash show. I hope next time when I call you on the show, most definitely you will bounce back to the show.
Respect.
Yes, sir. Give thanks.
Every time. Alright.
Yeah. Police brutality. Police brutality. So we know brutality.
Eric Spitz on this one, police brutality. What a tune, man.
Brutality.
They freed the tune mad.
Brutality.
Yeah?
Hey.
Police brutality. Yours truly. Anytime I see some tune, I tell you if this tune is a very big tune, not a lighten.
Have nothing to fear.
We are going for a short commercial break. When I come back,
Innocent.
River Michael, straight from the US, another big reggae artist coming live on the Reggae Sunsplash show. Yes, I am telling you for real. Bless up to Afrikosh music. Bless up, man.
From the innocent citizens of police brutality.